Welcome everybody once again to the Hawaii Fishing Gear Show. If you guys got questions about fishing, I want you to drop them in the comments right now while we're live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm not really messing around with Twitch or Quick Kick or any of those right now. Let's just stick to the basics. While we wait for your guys' questions to come in while we're live, I'm going to go ahead and talk about some brand new products on the website. For those of you that hunt the Halalua and the Akule, there's a certain colors that everybody kind of sticks to, regardless of where you're fishing. These are colors that constantly work. I'm not putting any spots on blast, but they tend to work on all the islands. The only issue is that some of our standards are hard to come by. CHL, Completely Hooked Lures, makes a honeydew. If you guys can see that, that is the Ziploc honeydew. Let me go ahead and show it on YouTube right here. That is one of his standards, and this is the one that we do stock, the honeydew sheets. But because we're having a hard time stocking some of the standards for other places, we actually had them make us a quick batch of some very similar. This one's called Blue Dust. That is an aqua with a blue glitter inside of it. It's got kind of a bluish teal green. It's an aqua with blue glitter, pretty much is what it is. That one's called Blue Dust. And this one, everybody knows about the Purple Shine, the Purple Obake. We've got a special CHL edition of Purple Obake now available. If you guys are looking for your soft baits for Halalua and Akule, we got you covered. Completely Hooked Lures. Look them up on our website, highfishgear.com. And then also just added to the website on the front. Somebody says, how do you cut the taper? Pretty much, you don't really need to cut a taper. If you're going to go wide on one side, you probably want to stick with, I think it was not 1/4 of an inch. It's about 1/8 of an inch. A little bit bigger than 1/8 of an inch. You know, just about there, down to 1/8 of an inch. So it's just basically a small taper. Or you can just cut one straight strip. Another thing that we just got back in stock, not back in stock, brand new, added to the website. Your eyes are not deceiving. That is the smallest little baby square bell that just came in. It's in the line of the Azuo stainless steel bells. I saw this in their catalog, and I was just like, you know what? That is perfect for a lot of guys that use their whipping poles to dunk, and they want to put a big, bell on it. You can pair it with the small bell buddy. You can put it on a smaller spinning rod. It's actually a pretty decent ring to it. Fishing bells got a little tiny wire on them. They're available on the front page of the website. Little stainless steel. They're not going to get all oxidized and rusty because these are stainless steel. They're so cute. They're so cute. Little baby cowbells. Those are brand new products on the website. Let's go ahead and check and see if you guys got any questions. What's up, Cody on YouTube? All right, let's see. Did I see a question? How do you cut the taper? Okay, tips keeping taco in its best condition and changing color. All right, I've given it before, but guess what? Rob the Wega, whatever your name is. I'm gonna give it to you guys again. When you look out and you get that fresh, still blinking, still pulsating, changing color taco. The enemy to that changing color is going to be cold. Now, you want to keep it cold and at a temperature where it doesn't get too hot and get rotten or something like that. But when that skin of the taco comes in contact with ice, when it comes in contact with a cold, like a freezing cold surface or something, or say for instance the glass in your refrigerator, if you put a taco in a Ziploc bag right on the glass of your refrigerator, wherever that cold glass is, that taco will stop blinking right there. So the idea is to create some kind of little insulation where you just have cold air going around it. So a lot of guys will, number one, if you're gonna go fish that night with the taco, a lot of guys will just put it in a cardboard box, no bag, nothing, and just let them blink until they're ready to use them. If you're going to use them in a couple hours. But if you put a layer of cardboard over ice inside your cooler, or if you put a little cardboard box inside your refrigerator and you put the taco on that cardboard, that insulation will keep that taco blinking a little bit more. Avoid putting the fresh taco on a ice cold surface or a refrigerated surface. That will keep your taco blinking as long as possible. If you're not going to use it till the next day, it's kind of hard to do it, but you want to keep it cool, not freezing or cold, too cold. So keep it away from cold surfaces. That'll probably help you keep your taco blinking as long as you need it. All right, let's see what other questions. Not too cold, not too hot, but just right. Shout out to all you guys that caught that Raps reference. All right. Amazon cardboard package works wonders, says Jordan. All right, let's see. Not a whole lot of questions, guys. Let me give you a little reminder. Let me tell you about the High Fish Gear calendar. This Saturday outside of our shop, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Marks our 12th month in a row of having our swap meet. Our fishing gear swap meet. We started in January of this year when I knew that we were going to have the brand new shop. I started it. Let's just get rolling on it. Even though we're at the old shop until July or whenever we're able to go, let's get it into a rhythm. We started it in January of last year. December marks 12 months in a row of having our fishing gear swap meet outside the shop. January is going to be the beginning of a brand new year. But, bro, I tell you, it's been getting slowly better and better. The first time we did it was crazy. We had freaking, I think, 10, 12 tables. That was a long time ago at the old shop. But then when you get it every month, there's some people that are not able to make it and other people that are able to make it. But the turnout has always been good. I'm pretty sure that this weekend is going to... I don't think we have any tables available. I think we're all booked. There was a lot of guys that are returning. Some people that weren't there last month that are coming this month. But there's new people that came last month that are coming this month. So I think we don't have any available tables. If you guys talk to me, paid for a table last month, you're good. Just show up at the normal time, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. outside of our shop, fishing gear swap meet. There's always new people that come down and just have like crazy new stuff. Used, new stuff they're just getting rid of. Always good deals for the younger kids too. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. outside of our shop this Saturday. It's the first Saturday of the month. We have our swap meet outside, and we're going to continue it next year too. As soon as I knew we had that nice little space right out in front of the shop, it's perfect for a swap meet. All right. Let's see. Governor Guam, long time no see, brother. Haven't seen you. Oh, yeah, you lures. That's a good one, bro. Puppy pads and a Ziploc bag. Puppy pads. Those of you guys that know where you have a brand new puppy and you got to put down that little blue and white pad to absorb the water. That does serve as a good insulation. Good pointer there. Puppy pads is a great insulation. Don't let it touch don't let your ice touch the cardboard too. Use plastic barrier in between. So cutting board, cardboard on top, taco on top. You want to avoid the taco coming in touch with cold. Okay, somebody's asking, what time is auctions again? It's been a while. This week we're doing one crazy hour and a half, maybe even close to 2 hour auction the entire week. We're doing it at 2 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. It's been pretty good. There's some good deals all around. We got some stuff that we got to move, and you guys are going to get some great prices. Okay, let's see. Anson says super good deals there at your swap meet. He's been to quite a few. Real bags and covers restocking soon. Yes, they will be back in stock very soon. Whip slings. You know what? The company that made our whip slings, they want us to order like way too many. So we've been trying to find a different whip sling, but you know what? I'm about ready to give up and just order because those are nice bags, and I think that we might have them made again. Okay, any idea when the silver Hawaiian wide kit's coming in for 6.0 and 4.0? We had our round for this year, so beta probably going to be, I would say, spring of next year before the next batch comes in, brother. Okay, let's see what other questions we got on Instagram. Tape Reef Candy, yours is locked in, brother. You're locked in. You're good to go. I guess Guam was asking about squid. We do have squid here on Oahu, or in Hawaii. We have squid. It's usually in deeper water, but I've seen a bunch of people catch them. There is Hawaiian grown squid. Okay. Should I remove the grip or put it straight on a blank? Okay, he bought a butt cap that he's going to be putting on probably, I don't know, is that a casting? He's putting it on a rod that did not come with a butt cap, and it has the rubber grip down towards the butt. If he's asking, should he take off the rubber grip? Rod wrappers will tell you, yes, you got to take off the grip. You want the epoxy to be on the blank and the butt cap to make sure that you have the best grip. Like it'll stay put. But to be perfectly honest, I know a lot of people that have wrapped it with the rubber grip on. It makes it a more seamless flow to it. And if you're not that great in wrapping rods or making changes to your rods and stuff like that, I have never seen one come off. As long as you have some sort of blank exposure where the epoxy is and it anchors in there, you can probably leave it, you know, like say for instance the grip goes down into the butt cap just a little bit, that'll probably be all right. All right. And if you have any like back and forth on the butt cap, you can put painter's tape in there, wrap it up and build it up a little bit so it's perfectly centered on the blank, and then you can fill in the gap with quick setting epoxy. Okay, tips for fishing: 2.5-inch zip strips and 1.5-inch grubs. Recently tried aqua, blue obake, fire, and chartreuse. Are you asking? I'm not sure what your question was. How can you get the rigs to make slides? There's a few companies that make them. You know what? You just gotta kind of monitor Facebook Marketplace, because a lot of the guys that make them and make them well, they basically just sell straight to customers. So you gotta kind of keep a lookout. There's a couple guys that make them, that put them out, and if you're one of those guys that make them and put them out, tonight's the night to post it on 808 Shorecasters or Whipping and Dunking. Post that you got slides available. Tonight's the night. People want to know, when are you going to make the slide bait buckles and stuff like that? The slide bait makers. Okay. Take them on. There you go. Best bait for catch o'eo. O'eo bait. You're going to have a lot of people that swear by taco. Taco and Ika. Taco, Ika, shrimp. There's your tree, your trinity for catching o'eo. But me personally, I like Ika. I like Ika for... I've caught more o'eo on Ika than I have for taco. But there's probably a bunch of people that say they caught more on taco leg. But with taco, you want to make sure it's just a little piece, not a whole big long leg. Waste time, waste money on that one. All right. 646 4.2 Tiburon look like a new reel. There you go. Oh, you put the 646 kit on it? Right on. There you got from you. Right on, brother. Do you have tie downs for lure poles in store? We have the harness lug clamp in stock. If you go to our website and you search for harness lug clamp, that's basically going to be the clip that fits on reels that have the little harness lugs, the little pukas. The clip goes in both of the pukas that are on the side of the reels. But the rope and stuff, you can use paracord. You can use your own basic paracord. There you go. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Okay. Was asking for tips on how to fish those soft baits. Been striking out the soft plastics. Well, soft baits, they have a little flutter and a little like a little bit of movement. Maybe you've been moving them a little too fast. Slow down your retrieve. Maybe drag along the bottom if you can with a hammer bomb, or maybe an egglet or something like that. Get closer to the work in the bottom. A lot of times people spend a lot of time fishing on the top, and the only thing you're really going to get on the top are those alpha predators, the papios, the omilus and stuff like that. That always action on the top. You catch your avas there. You catch your avas. Things that feed mostly on the top. You'll catch freaking ahas and stuff like that. Try to bring it down closer to the reef. That's where you're going to get a little bit more action with the curly tails. Slow down your retrieve. Keep it closer to the bottom. Try egg lead. Try hammer bombs. Maybe if you've only been using a bubble, that only keeps it right up on the top. Try different areas of the column of the water, and also try different spots. Okay. Okay, what do you think about the Ugly Stick carbon surf rods? Might be the 12-foot heavy for dunking. I haven't seen the Ugly Stick carbon surf rods. I'm not sure if that's a brand new product or you're talking about the Ugly Stick Big Water. I haven't seen those. I did see the salmon steelhead carbon that Ugly Stick put out a couple years ago, and those were nice rods, and the price point was pretty good. I felt like they were, for the Hawaii market, the lure ratings were a little bit kind of not, it was too light for some rods or too heavy for other ones, you know? Mid and top. Try getting closer to the bottom if you can. All right, here's some questions over here on YouTube. I didn't have a whole lot of time, but I'm going to be definitely dropping you guys about 20 minutes today. Okay, what's your go-to recipe for ava? Ava is scrape the meat fish cakes. It's very wet meat. Like it's like the oyo is a little more kind of like mushy, but the ava is just like it's very wet. It's very moist. The meat. It holds the water a lot. But fish cakes is the best. Some people said, let's see what else. Oh, that's not just you, Brunson. A lot of people mentioned bait for oyos. A lot of guys like sand turtles. All right, sand turtles, sand fleas. All right, for oyo, let's see, specs for the Gold Trini 50. If you can't find the specs for the Gold TN 50 reel, it's basically the same specs as you're gonna find for the old Torium 50. I don't know them off the top of my head, but if you want to look in the Torium 50, the specs are very similar. Of course, the components in the Trinidad are better than the Torium 50, but pretty good. Yeah, new Ika at High Fish Gear. Yeah, we got surprise. We've been ordering from our frozen food distributor for our bait freezer. With the new shop, we finally had space for a freezer, and we've been stocking bait. We sell out almost every other week. But the Ika, it changes brands here and there. But finally, we've got my favorite, Sea Wave. I love Sea Wave Ika. It always seems to be like not too pink, but just right on the whiter side, and the skin's pretty thick. I like the Sea Wave Ika. Okay, can I drop off a pole to have a butt cap and bell holder installed if I purchase the item? Weight is no problem. Yeah, Anson, if you guys have a butt cap, or you need a butt cap installed, a bell holder installed, Brad Sagittarius on Instagram, he can do all that for here at the shop. It's about a 2 to 3 week turnaround based on however busy his schedule is. Okay, Lomi Ava. Lomi Ava sounds pretty good. I'm starting to get a little hungry. It's getting close to dinner time. And Lomi sounds good, man, with a little bit of seaweed in there, some onions, and some red salt. Sounds pretty ono, bro. Okay, there we go. 18 minutes worth of yapping about fishing. Hey, what's up, Ronnie from Kauai? Aloha from Hawaii, Oahu. Okay, just to recap, if you guys are looking for zip blocks or soft bait blocks, Brada from Completely Hooked Lures, Brada and sister from Completely Hooked Lures, hooked us up with some kind of fill it in. We got the purple obake. We got the blue dust, and we have his classic honeydew, all restocked on highfishgear.com. Not a bad price, by the way, too. Completely Hooked Lures, what do they call them? Bait blocks? They're on the website. You'll find them. All right. Saturday, swap meet, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All this week, auctions, big, fat auctions on Facebook and YouTube. Join our group on Facebook, our membership on YouTube, or join our group on Facebook. Here's one more question. What kind hooks for kalas? Robert, the people that I know that steadily fish for kalas, they like the Maruto Ajis, Black Hook, Open J. They also like the Gamakatsu octopus hooks. We have both of those available on the website. Size 5 for the Aji, size 6 for the Gamakatsu. Check them out on our website. You can check them out. Would you be interested in taking some taco for bait? Curtis, I think we're going to stay out of the taco game. We're not going to basically get that. We have a little bit too much foot traffic. The taco would be in one hand and out the other, probably disappointing a lot of people. So we're just sticking with the frozen Ika and frozen shrimp, which you do have here at the shop. But if you got some extra taco and you like dump them, you like get rid of them, come on down. I can always use some taco for keeping my freezer. Send me a message on Facebook, brother. Okay, everybody. If you enjoyed the last 20 minutes of yapping about Hawaii fishing, please take a moment. Take a moment to leave a like on the video. That's all it is. That's the only repayment I asked for. That and maybe buying some things on High Fish Gear. Like the little mini bells. You guys fix tips. The tip on my Rockaway broke, snapped off. Tony Live? Yes, we do. You got to bring it into the shop. Brad can fix the tip. And he does a really professional job. It's not just a quick fix. It's a professional job. The eyes, the wrap that he does on it will make it match the original. Look like a brand new rod. Okay. That's pretty much it. You guys have a good one. Please, if you get a moment, leave a like on the video. I appreciate it. Aloha.